Hi everybody, I'm Cassandra from Craft to Believe After, and welcome to another video. Now you guys, this week I do not have a lot to show. I was on a work trip to Lisbon, as many of you may know. We flew out this past Monday. We were there the entire week. I got back home Friday at like 8 o'clock at night. It was an extremely long week, and even though I did manage to pack some yarn, I just did not get anything done. I was so tired in the evenings. It was an extremely long and extremely stressful week for me. And due to my stress levels being a little high, I do what I normally do when I get stressed, and that is online shopping. Now, how this came about, I did, in the evenings once we were done with the meeting, and we had some group dinners. After that, once I got back in the hotel room, I would just like veg out on the bed. I was so exhausted, but I managed to fit in a few YouTube videos throughout the week. I didn't get to everyone I usually watch, but one of the videos I watched was my good friend Julie over at Kay's Mom Crochets. She's been having this little series of showing books, which I really, really enjoy. So one of the books, I wasn't even midway through the video where she was talking about this doll book, where I paused the video. I went onto Amazon. I put the book in my cart. I put a second book that I've been looking at into my cart, and I checked out. That was probably like Tuesday or Wednesday. And then when I got back home on Friday, I got the notice that my books were going to be delivered on Saturday, which was yesterday. So today is Sunday. I think it's the 21st of April. So my books were delivered yesterday evening, and I was just loving paging through them. And this morning I decided, let me whip up one of the projects out of one of these two new books, and I will show you which project I did and chat a little bit about that book. But let me show you first the book that I purchased based on Julie's extreme enabling abilities. I love watching Julie's videos, and she's so fun, especially when she's doing these book reviews. I love it. Julie, keep it up. You are currently my main enabler. And with this video, I hope to enable a few other people. Now, you guys, you're going to feel like you are having deja vu, because every amigurumi maker and their friend is currently showing these books. So I'm not going to show you anything that you have not seen before. But anyway, I wanted to share it with you just in case you have not seen either of these two books. So the first book I've not made anything from yet. Hopefully within the coming week, I'll be able to make one of these super cute dolls from this book, Lulu's Crochet Dolls. I have seen many, many, many people showing this book. I watched a video of Chandel over at Classy Handmade. She showed these exact two books that I'm showing you now. I was watching my good friend Cindy over at the Roomy Mill. She showed these books. So you will be seeing these books doing the rounds on YouTube. But both of these, I think, are going to be fantastic. This book has got the most amazing dolls in it. So I'm really looking forward to it. The dolls are sort of sorted according to seasons. I'll do it very quickly, so it's not really like a book review. I've not made any of the projects from it, so I think once I make one of these dolls, I'll go into it in a little more detail. But let me just very, very quickly just show you the main dolls that you'll be able to make from this book. So these are the two spring dolls. So as I say, they are divided or categorized into seasons. So you've got this little cutie, and then for all of these accessories you get patterns. So these are the two that we get under the spring section. Next one, we've got Just give me one quick second. Let me see who is next. And it's so nice that you get all of these accessories. Next, we've got Summer. Look at this adorable doll. And I'm almost certain this is the one I'm going to make. When I went through the book, this was the one that has really been calling to me. Maybe it's just because I am looking forward to summer. But this one called to me. Now, when we were in Lisbon during this week, the weather was absolutely amazing. Now currently the sun is shining in Denmark, but that does not mean it's in any shape or form warm outside. Denmark is notoriously cold. It is cold and it is wet for 99% of the time. We joke that there's really only one color in Denmark, and that is grey. I love living in Copenhagen. Do not get me wrong. I love this city. It's amazing. And every time I go somewhere else and we come back, I just realize how much I enjoy living in Copenhagen. For a city, it is very small. In the entire Denmark, there's like 5 million something people. It's not a big country. In Copenhagen, I think there's like 1.5 million people. So for a city, a major city, it's not actually that major. So coming back from Lisbon, it was crowded, it was hot, there were buildings everywhere. It was an interesting experience for me to visit a different city. It's not great visiting a different country for work. That's all I'm going to say about that. Sorry, and I've gone on to a whole different tangent just seeing the word summer. But anyway, I think this is why, back to the actual dolls. My whole point being in a city that was nice, the sun was shining, it was hot, just got me thinking about summer in Denmark. Now, the few days that we do have summer here in Denmark, it's absolutely brilliant. But yes, our summer is very, very short. And I think this is why I want to do the summer doll. So this one, really cute. There's a little boy doll. Look at that cute little turtle. Oh, I think it's so super cute. So this was summer. Next up, let's see. I mean, the photos in this book is just so cute. Look at that. Look at these cute photos. I think it's amazing. These dolls are so cute. Next, we've got autumn. Look at this beautiful doll. I mean, all of these accessories you can make separate for something, which is what I really, really like. I love that little squirrel down there. Look at that. His little kite, little squirrel, little backpack. Super, super cute. And then lastly, we'll have winter. I think these dolls are brilliant. Like I said, I can't say anything yet about the patterns. I will, of course, talk a bit more about it as soon as I've made one of the dolls. But here we've got the last section, which is winter. Just look at that cute doll. Look at that little mouse there at the bottom, a little coffee cup, or hot chocolate cup probably. And look at this one with her little teddy and her little cat. So adorable. Absolutely love it. So this is Lulu's Crochet Dolls, 8 adorable dolls and accessories to crochet by Lulu Competine. Beautiful, absolutely stunning book. So once I make something from it, I will of course share it with you guys and let you know my thoughts on the patterns. But she's a very, very well-known designer, so I think these dolls are going to be brilliant. Now, the next book that I bought is this one, Wonderful World of Amigurumi by Cook K. I think I've got 2 of her other books. I'm not sure how many other books she's got. I've got 2 of them, and now this cute book. Very, very sweet patterns in here. Here at the back, you can see just a few more of them. I'll quickly page through. Now, out of this book, I did make a project. And, you know, after a whole week of not crocheting, I actually didn't think I was going to have anything to show you. But when I saw this book, I went through it and I saw this cute little bee pattern. And I thought, that's brilliant. It doesn't have a ton of color changes. You know, I wouldn't have to concentrate too much I just wanted to have something nice and relaxing after a very stressful week. Just sit on the couch, just have a nice relaxing crochet while catching up on some videos. And this is what this pattern was. It was absolutely fantastic. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but let me see if I can show you some of the patterns that you will get in this book. Super cute, and I'll show you actually for my mix and match challenge. I'm considering doing 2 different patterns from this book. I'll show that to you now. So, there's quite a few patterns in here. And this is why I love buying books, because it's such good value for money. Usually I think a pattern goes for about $5 on Etsy, where, books normally, they're between $15 and $20, and you get usually like 15 to 20 patterns. Well worth the money. Now this was the one I made, and the bee, this cutie. Let me show you what she looks like. I really enjoyed working this pattern. So cute. Look at that little face. The only thing I changed on the pattern with these antennae, I could not for the life of me make these antennae. You crochet, you start a magic circle, and then you do a ball, and then in the end this part here is supposed to be like four single crochet tube, and I could not do it. I could not find the stitches. I didn't know where they were. I tried one, it was an absolute nightmare. So I cut the yarn. I didn't even frog it. I cut it off. I chucked it in the bin. I thought, now I'm gonna have to construct some other sort of antenna, because I cannot work 4 single crochet in a tube. It's physically impossible for me to do. But anyway, so I made like a chain with a bobble stitch at the top. And then they do have in the pattern this weird fuzzy little, I don't know if it's a scarf or what they have in the pattern, but I had some fuzzy yarn. It's that, I think it's something like little bunny or something yarn. So I do have this little fuzzy collar. And then in the book they've got this little story about the one single rainbow wing. And my husband, he's a little more OCD, and he does not like this one wing that's a different color. It just throws him off. He's not a fan of it. But I just wanted to do something exactly like the pattern. So originally I considered doing 2 wings, both of the bigger wings as the little rainbow. But, after 7 color changes, it was so fiddly, and I'm like, nope, I'm sticking to the one wing. I think they say here's something in the little story. This little bee works a lot. She wakes up every day with the sunrise and only comes back when her bag is full of pollen. Nevertheless, she's always in a good mood thanks to her rainbow wing. So in the pattern here you will see she does actually only have 1 rainbow wing. So it's not that I got lazy and just didn't want to do it. I followed the pattern exactly. So apart from the antenna, which I couldn't do, also there's this little leaf that you can put on her head, and she has a pattern for this little bag, but I didn't want to make that. So I just did straight up the little bee. So here you see that little furry collar. Now I didn't have any sort of fluffy type of yarn in only 1 color. So I used the little bunny, which I think worked out fine. The rest of my bee I made using rainbow cotton 8/6 and a 2.5 millimeter hook. So the 8/6 is a sport weight yarn, or a yarn weight 2, and I really like the size of this little bee. Super adorable. Such a brilliant pattern to follow. It was easy, and except for the antenna. It was easy from start to finish. It was so relaxing, and it was really quick to make. But let me show you some of the other patterns in this book. Here we've got Philippe the Fennec Fox. I think this one is really cute as well. Well, actually, I think all of the patterns in this book is really adorable. What else have we got? Griffin the Giraffe. Very cute. So I just like all the variety. Now, a lot of these have got a lot of color changes. So be aware that you will need to concentrate with these patterns. Now, the next pattern I want to show you, I'm thinking of using this, as you know, with my mix and match challenge that we've currently got going on. We're making the mushroom cat, which is a white cat with blue overalls and a mushroom hat. And this cute pattern I'm thinking of using for my mushroom cap for the cat. So it came at a brilliant time. I mean, this little mushroom pattern is adorable, but I'm looking at this little cap, very cute. And they've got further in this book, you guys. We will get to it soon, I'm sure. But let me just go through the rest of the patterns. We've got this cute little crocodile. Very sweet. Next. Here we go. Look at this little cat. Now, is that not the most adorable thing? Perfect to use for the mix and match challenge. So I'm thinking of how I can make that mushroom cap that I just showed you fit on his little head, because I really, really like the shape of this cat. I think he's super cute. I think he'll be really easy to whip up. So this cat, I mean, I didn't even realize that this book had a mushroom cap and a white cat, or cat in it. When I purchased it, I just, I know Crochet based on the books that I've got from her, so I just really wanted this book. Here we've got Lucas the boar. I mean, you don't often see boar patterns. I mean, you see pig patterns, but not boar patterns. So very interesting. I really like it. Oh, Michael the ladybug. Look at how adorable. Again, it's not your usual type of ladybug that you see in other books. Again, I can tell you these antennae, they will give me headaches, and I will have to redo them as a little chain with a bobble stitch. Then we've got Milka the skunk. I also don't think you get a lot of skunk patterns. Look at how adorable. I mean, he just looks like he's up to like a little mischief. Look at that face. Just look at him. Super cute. He's the troublemaker of the book, I can tell. Now he's cute. Then we've got, and there's a ton of pictures. I mean, just look at that, a whole page just explaining how to put parts together. Milo the monkey, adorable. Very, very cute. Then we've got, who's next? Oni the platypus. Oh, this is the guy from the front cover. Really cute. I love that little fish bag. Very, very cute. I think this pattern will be quick to make up as well. I think we're nearly at the end. Remy the ostrich. I don't think you actually get a lot of ostrich patterns either. I can't recall that I've seen that many ostrich patterns. Really cute. Super adorable. I mean, the photos in this book is just astounding. I love it. Sakura the mermaid. This is a really cute mermaid pattern. I might have to try this one as well. And I like that she gives you like various options, like a little closed eye, sleepy eye one, and one with just regular safety eyes. Of course, if there's safety eyes in it, I'll probably use my embroidered eyes, which I'm enjoying a lot these days. Is this, I think this, no, there's two more patterns. Sunny, the anglerfish. these guys are always extremely creepy. So even if they are really, really well made, I find anglerfish extremely creepy. Yeah, they like the horror element of the sea. I think out of everything that's possibly like in the ocean that could do you some harm or that looks creepy, I think anglerfish, for me, they're right up there. And then this is the last pattern. Really cute. This one I'm going to have to make. It is Yen the reindeer. Very cute. So there you have it, guys. 2 books that I'm super, super happy with. And I think my little bee turned out adorable. It was such a nice make. I would easily make this bee again. Perhaps I'll just do all 4 wings white, or the 2 top wings one different color. Not necessarily making it rainbow, but in this instance I wanted to stick to the pattern as much as possible. As you know, I love changing patterns, hence my mix and match challenge. Keep those entries coming. I love seeing the makes that you guys send me. Super excited to be getting in those mushroom cats that you've been working on. You still have until the end of May to submit your mushroom cat to me for the mix and match challenge. My kids will be selecting a winner at the beginning of June. So closing date, end of May. Also hooking up with books that I'm doing with my crochet bestie Caroline. That deadline is the 15th of May. So if you want to submit a project for our book that we're doing this month, which is currently the flat share, well, it's over a 2-month period, but the deadline for submitting your projects, the 15th of May, please send it to us a few days before so that we can edit it into our videos. You guys, that's it for this week. I actually thought I was going to be like 5 minutes, turn the video on, chat to you, leave again, but here we are, 20-something minutes in. I think it's because I really always enjoy chatting to all of you. I apologize for my commenting back to you guys being so slow these days, but just know that I read your comments as soon as they come in. I just don't always straight away have time to answer. I do try to answer all of them eventually by the time I do my next video. I love chatting to you guys. I love hearing what you've got to say. I love hearing your comments on books, on projects, on patterns, on yarns, on whatever else is going on in the world of amigurumi. I love it. Keep it up. Keep chatting to me. Keep letting me know what is interesting, what is out there, what you would like to see. If there's any books that you're interested in, I know there's a lot of channels doing book reviews, but let me know if there's a specific book that you've ever wondered about. If I've got it in my stash, I will chat about it. If I don't have it in my stash, I will probably buy it at some point. I'm addicted to crochet books. All right, friends, that's it for this week. I hope you've had a lovely weekend so far. I hope you're ready for the week ahead. And until I see you in the next video, as always, you guys, stay safe and stay crafty.